Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer news. We start with Raphinha, as it has been reported that Leeds United have accepted Barcelona's 75 million euro offer for him. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Frankie de Jong. It has been reported that the Barca midfielder knows nothing about Chelsea's offer. Everything have just been happening behind his back. We are going to be looking at that as well. Before we discuss those stories, I want to encourage you guys to please join the very best and most trustworthy betting site on the planet, 1xBet, where you are offered up to 200% bonus when you make your initial deposit. Stand a chance to be one of those lucky winners in an everyday outstanding jackpot that are waiting to be won. All you need to do is just complete a small daily task, for example, a small bet on a specified soccer match, and you will definitely have a chance at winning huge cash prizes. Down below on the description box, you can find the link there, and please register so that you don't miss this opportunity. After seeing Raphinha almost slip out of their hands, Barcelona have reportedly managed to claw their way back into the transfer race and beat Chelsea for the Leeds United winger. Indeed, CBS Sport journalist Ben Jacobs, who has been providing critical information regarding the deal throughout the saga, has issued a fresh update on the situation. As per the report, Barcelona and Leeds have finally reached a full agreement over a transfer for Raphinha. Previously, Gerard Romero had reported that an agreement was in place over a deal worth 50 million euros in fixed plus variables of 10 million euros. However, Ben Jacobs disputed those claims, stating that the said proposal had been rejected by the Premier League club. He clarifies that the actual deal is worth around 75 million euros, the fee that Chelsea were willing to shell out to sign the Leeds United player. The journalist also claims that Barca even made an offer of 60 million euros fixed, which was shot down on Sunday, before they finally reached an agreement with Leeds over a transfer. He further adds that the deal was not in place for a week, as has been reported in the past. Nevertheless, the transfer saga is now seemingly coming to an end, with Barca ultimately prevailing after it looked like Chelsea had managed to pip them to the capture of the Brazilian. Personal terms have been agreed upon for 4 months now. So, with the two clubs now striking an agreement over a transfer fee, the deal should be finalized imminently, possibly even within time of Barca's pre-season tour to the United States of America. Once signed, Raphinha will become the third major arrival for Barcelona this summer, following Franquise and Andres Christensen. After months and months of high speculations, transfer talk of Raphinha to Barcelona, which have looked like a challenge for the longest time, everything now points towards one direction. Barcelona will sign Raphinha. Barcelona are leading the race for the Brazilian ahead of Chelsea. So as it stands right now, according to what Ben Jacob is saying, the offer that Barca have made have been accepted. So as it stands, Raphinha is likely to be our third official signing after Franquise and Andres Christensen. Of course, Barcelona want to make sure they wrap up this deal before they even travel to the United States for pre-season tour, which would be brilliant. So as it stands, Barcelona have matched Chelsea's offer, 75 million euros, which Chelsea did offer. According to what Ben Jacobs is saying, the same 75 million euros have been offered to Leeds United. So, given the fact that Raphinha had ever since 4 months ago, made personal agreements with Barca already, it is very easy for Leeds to make that decision to sell to where the player wants to go, where the player has his heart set on, which is FC Barcelona. So, a lot of reports these past few days have been indicating that Barcelona are gradually getting to signing Raphinha, as Leeds United are into the fact that Raphinha will be a Barca player sooner rather than later. So let's see how things go, because a lot of things still need to take place. So it will be some interesting few weeks to come ahead for all Barcelona faithfuls out there. Barcelona have been eyeing Raphinha for such a long time. even though we did miss to buy him at a very cheap rate, right? At a very cheap price, because Leeds United did not relegate. But of course, that still didn't push Barca away when Chelsea came to hijack, paying 75 million euro upfront. Things looked like it was over for Barcelona. But seeing how things have taken a drastic twist in Barcelona's favor, it's really, really interesting. And of course, we know Chelsea came and upped the standards because Barca were never dreaming of paying up to 70 million or whatever for Raphinha. But due to the fact that they really needed him very badly, they had to go for it. They had no choice. So let's see how it goes. Dembele likely to extend his contract for 2 years from the reports, but nothing has been said about that in any report lately. But from the look of things, both players will coexist as manager Xavi have wanted, because we quite remember that I've been talking about Xavi really loving to see these two players come to Barca, Raphinha and Dembele coexisting, because he believed there will be a good match, even though they can play the same position and they are players with two different styles. Then on to the final story of discussion. Frankie de Jong has been in the headlines all summer due to his uncertain future at Barcelona amidst links to Manchester United. The 25-year-old has been a mainstay in the middle of the park at the Camp Nou since joining the club in 2019. However, given his massive wages and Barca's sticky financial situation, the Catalan Giants are open to selling him this summer. Manchester United have been linked, the heaviest, with the Jong as new manager Erik ten Hag is keen on reuniting with the former Ajax starlet. However, as per recent reports, Chelsea have entered the fray for his signing. Chelsea owners were in Barcelona the other day to negotiate deals for multiple players, and it has been claimed that the Young's name was also brushed in negotiations. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Frankie de Jong is completely in the dark about Chelsea's offer for him. The report claims that the Netherlands international knows nothing about the interest from the Blues in him. The 25-year-old is not entertaining the idea of joining Manchester United due to the lack of Champions League football, while there has been no approach from Chelsea as of yet. De Jong, for his part, remains insistent on his earlier stance that he is very happy at Barcelona and wants to stay put at the club. Barca president Juan Laporta recently hinted that the Dutchman might have to take a pay cut if he wants to continue at the Camp Nou. That development is also said to have come as a surprise for the midfielder and his camp, as the club have not communicated anything of that sort to them directly. The Young had already agreed to make changes, to his contract in 2020 when he agreed a deferred payment amid coronavirus crisis. So he might be apprehensive over another reduction in payment. The situation is still an evolving one, and more updates can be expected in the coming days. However, nothing has changed from the Young's end, who will return to preseason on Monday. Frankie de Jong, of course, is not happy with the way things have been. It's very clear, like the way his name have been talked about in the transfer, the way Barca have been pushing him out. It's not something that he really likes. That's the truth. And he's feeling like they are just pressuring him for no reason. Because of the club. The club are so desperate. That's why Barcelona are doing what they are doing. They are so desperate. Despite the economic levers that were approved, and they have even started activating some of them, Barca have not still changed their stance. They want to get rid of Frankie de Jong if possible. They just want the right offer to come. But de Jong is not keen on leaving. It's no secret that de Jong likes to stay. And now that Chelsea have entered the fray, things are just looking the more complicated. And going by what the report is saying, Frankie de Jong have no idea. He does not even have any clue. Nothing have been officially presented to him, like Chelsea showing interest. Nothing. So it's really a bizarre situation for Frankie de Jong, seeing the way things have been for him. He's not even happy with the way Barca have been going about their business when it comes to the transfers about him. And let's see where he ends up, because it is no secret he wants to stay. He wants to play Champions League football. Chelsea have Champions League football. That might still push him there. Who knows? So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.